Hi, welcome to my channel. Suppose you have a table for the list of your assignment deadlines in a spreadsheet. One column for the assignment name and another one for the deadline. You can sort them by date, so the closest deadline will be on top. So first, select the data range starting from the deadline column and go to data, sort range, and select sort range by column A to Z ascending. Notice the by column A, because we want to sort the deadlines by date, not according to the assignment name. And there you go. You can refer to the table from the first row until the last one. This is good enough, totally fine. But do you have to frequently open the spreadsheet to know which assignment is due? Could there be a way for Google to automatically remind us? The answer is yes. We can create calendar events, sort of as a reminder, by using existing data from the spreadsheet all at once. So in this video, we will be using Google Sheet, Google Calendar, and Google Apps Script to create assignment reminders. If you have your list of assignment deadlines already, then good, you're on the right track. But if you don't, then go ahead, open a blank spreadsheet on Google Sheet and create a table just like this one. That should be easy. But if you find it time consuming, then I will put the template link on the description section down below. Okay, we'll work on this data. We have the deadline and the assignment name. First thing first, we have to make sure the deadlines are in the correct format, because if we don't specify them, Google Sheet will assume them as plain text. It has to be formatted as time and date. So select the deadlines, go to format, number, and select date time. Done. That's all you gotta do. This part is optional. If you want to use your existing personal calendar, then you may use that one, no problem. But as for me, I want to keep things separate to be more organized. So what we're gonna do is go to your Google Calendar and go to the other calendars section. Click on the small plus symbol and select create new calendar. Let's name our calendar as assignment deadline. Create calendar. Something pops up down there. Yes, I want to configure. But if you missed that one, you can go back to your calendar homepage, go to my calendar and click the three dots and click settings and sharing. By the way, you can change the color of your calendar so that you can identify it easily. Okay, now we are going to customize when the calendar should remind us about the deadline. I want to be reminded 1 week prior. Maybe 4 weeks prior. Okay, last one, 3 days prior, because I'm forgetful. Okay, done for that. Next step, we have to get the calendar ID. Why, you may ask? Well, we're gonna need this in the later part of the video. So in the integrates calendar section, select and copy the ID. Paste it at your spreadsheet or wherever you want to, I don't mind. But make sure you can find it easily later. And that's that. We move on to the next chapter. Now it's time to code. To import data from Google Sheet into Google Calendar, we'll be using AppScript. What is AppScript? Well, AppScript is a cloud-based JavaScript platform that lets you integrate with and automate tasks across Google products. That's why I'm using Google Sheet and Google Calendar. So from your spreadsheet, go to Extension and click AppScript. First, you can go ahead and rename your project. Okay. Now, function. A JavaScript function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. So let's type the function as create assignment reminder. Now, we want to access the calendar that we just made. So we have to declare a variable that will store information about the specific calendar that we want to access. So type var assignment calendar for short, and to access the calendar app service we have to code =calendar app. The question is, which calendar? How does Google identify it? So we want Google to access our calendar by ID, the one that we copied just now. So type .get calendar by ID in a bracket, quotation mark, and paste the calendar ID here. So let me go back to my spreadsheet and copy that again, and done. Next, we have to access the calendar. Again, we have to declare a variable. So type var table sheet and access the calendar app service by =spreadsheet app. For this one, we don't have to specify the ID or whatsoever because our app script is from the same spreadsheet. And then again, we are only using one sheet. So let's just type .get active sheet. So the app script will read everything in this sheet, which is the active sheet. Okay, moving on. Now we want to specify which data to use. We only want the deadlines, so let's type var deadline =table sheet, which is the data from above, and then .get data range brackets, which is to read the whole range regardless of the number of rows and columns. Then .get values bracket, because we want multiple values. Okay, now the thing is, when we go back to our spreadsheet, notice that in the first and second rows, they are actually the headers of our table, and we don't need to use that. So we can exclude them using deadline.splice bracket 0,2, because we want to exclude the first and second row, and that's how you do it. Okay, now we have finished setting up everything. We have specified the calendar that we're going to use as the output, and we also stated which data range in the spreadsheet to use. Now it's time to integrate everything. So using the data from deadline, we are going to use a loop. So dot for each what? For each function brackets entry, and then curly bracket. So what is function here? So the function is the create assignment reminder function. And what is entry? Well, entries are this: entry 0, entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, 4, 5, 6, and also entry 0, entry 1. By using the assignment calendar that we have specified, type .create event bracket. Notice that to create events on the calendar, we have to follow a specific format. We have to first input the event title, the start time, and the end time. So assignment create event in bracket entry 1, because that's the assignment title, and comma entry 0 for the start time, and for the end time also entry 0 close bracket. Now you must be wondering, why did we use the same data, the same value for the start and end time? Well, normally events have a certain period of time, right? For instance, a meeting starts at 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. But we only need to be reminded of the deadline on an exact time and date, like October 4th, 3 p.m., like that. So we can use the same value for the start and end time. Now let's close it and we're done. Let's save the project and run it. If Google wants your authorization, go ahead and review the permission. There should be a pop-up window right now, but it doesn't show up on my screen recorder. Something like assignment reminder wants to access your Google account. Basically, it means your project wants to access your account. So just allow everything, don't worry. Now we wait for the execution to complete. And let's check the outcome. Ta-da! It works. All deadlines appear on the intended time and date all at once. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below and share this video if you find it useful. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.